That's a bad chick. What I am? Shorty, right? What I am? That's a bad chick. What I am? Shorty, right? What I am? That's a bad chick. What I am? What I am? That's a bad chick. What I am? Look at shorty, right?
Welcome to Full Circle, your source of health, business, and entertainment. I want to welcome, and Happy New Year's. Miss Queen is starting our Full Circle tonight with a bang. I want to introduce my special guest because I don't have time to be messing around up here before. See, I'm about to start laughing already. However, I want to introduce my special guest. They are an organization called Stud for Life. I want to welcome you all. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Y'all clowning up in this, what's up? With this blue. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. So I want to get started off. I want you all to first tell me your names, and then I want you all to tell me a little bit about Stud for Life. So.
No, we have to do it the proper way.
Okay.
Wanda B, founder, Stud for Life president as well.
All right.
Captain T, you better me.
All right.
Shani. Just Shani.
Just Shani.
And Brother Kush.
Captain Shani.
Say it again, I didn't hear you.
Brother Kush.
Brother Kush.
Yes.
All right, and you said who?
Captain T, you better me.
Captain T, or better me.
That's what's up.
All right, Wanda B. All right. Look here. Look here. What I met you, about 2 years ago at the Gay Pride. I was doing interviews at the Gay Pride Parade. And I mean, I had a ball out there. It was some outfits out there.
I remember.
But I'm not going to get that deep into that. I want you to tell the viewers a little bit about the organization Stud for Life.
Okay. Well, I came up with the name Stud for Life some years ago.
So you the one came up with the name?
Yeah.
She specified. I came up with the name.
I did.
Okay.
I came up with that some years ago before I decided to start a Stud for Life organization.
Okay.
About 8, 9 years ago, my wife and I was kidding, and we was talking about how long I've been out, so young. And I was jumping around, and I was saying, I'm gonna be a stud for life, all forever. And then I say, yeah, so we laughed about it. I say, I'm gonna start getting stud for life on all my stuff. So I started getting stud for life on my clothes, jackets, everything for about 8 or 9 years. And then actually, my sister, she has a non-for-profit organization, Fly Divas. My sister, Miss Nellie, she started an organization like 4 years ago. So really, she inspired me to start a Stud for Life organization as far as giving back to the community and all that. So I was admiring her, and my wife is a business manager, and that's how I decided to start a Stud for Life organization that gives back to the community from my sister.
So that's partially what Stud for Life is. You all are an organization that actually do and give back to the community.
Exactly. I always wanted to give back because I feel like, I've been blessed, and I say if God bless me, I want to bless somebody else. And all this was coming to my head that made me start Stud for Life Social Club and to give back to the community. And that's when I called all the heads.
So the Stud for Life is an organization of female, I don't know if I should say studs or how does that,
I think I explained this to you a couple years ago at the parade. You have what we call studs, with like aggressors type, and then you have femmes, where we are studs, meaning like we are the stud in our case is more like the one who's like a man and a woman. We take control, we mostly do the bill, stuff like that. We protect. So that's why we call ourselves studs. And Stud for Life came from, that's me, Wanda B. I'm gonna be a stud for life.
So let me ask you. I don't want to get a little too deep into it right now because I want to talk about it a little later. But when you have two females, since you describing Stud from two females, that's not like you all. You all are more of a manly type So what's the difference between the two females, and it's just aggressiveness? Is that what you're telling me?
More than aggressiveness, we more like to take charge. Instead of saying man, woman, we don't have identity crisis. So we call ourselves studs.
But no, I'm talking, when you see two females that are both jazzy, dressed alike,
Okay.
I mean, dressed, nice, one is not the way you all carry yourself. Okay. How do you describe them as a couple? You see what I'm saying?
Lesbians.
Lesbian.
Oh, okay. Talk to me. Hey.
Lesbians.
Look.
Lesbian, the way things have changed now, you do get two feminine women together, and to each his own.
Okay.
So now they just say a couple.
Okay.
We personally, this is who we are.
Okay, so my next question pertaining back to the organization is, so you have to be a stud in order to be a part of this organization?
Yes.
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 I mean, just that
you don't
excuse me.
You have to be. That's why it's called stud for life. You in order to be a part of our organization, you definitely have got to be a stud, because that is who we are.
So have you all had any lesbians that have taken offense to not being able to be a part of the organization?
You know what?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
You want to say something? We on full circle.
Yes and no.
It's
I'm not going to say everybody, but it speaks for itself. So if you know that you are a femme, if you know that you are a feminine woman, why even try to join such an organization that is filled up with studs?
Okay, got you.
So you know that the answer would be no, and if you respect who we are, you wouldn't even ask such a question.
Okay, so my next question to you all, going back again, we still on the organization.
Okay.
Now, you all say that you give back to the community. So what are some of the things actually that you all do? And then I want to know what type of feedback that you get, because we have a lot of haters out here. And I've always felt to each his own. So we gonna go there. I want to go there today. Is it okay? It's okay.
Oh yeah.
So tell me what are some of the things that you all actually do, give back.
You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let another brother talk about it.
Okay.
So Captain T, you can handle that.
Well, even studs won't be an exact fit.
No. What are we doing?
What are you giving back, far as the
with the community, we've done Toys for Tots the past 2 years with Old School Production. We've done Marriage Equality with Affinity Community Services. We actually became a part of history with that. And we have Clara House Shelter, domestic shelter, which houses 57 women and children.
Let me ask you, stop right there, because that's what I thought you was going to start talking about first. What made you all decide to get involved with that?
With Clara's house?
Yes.
You know what? What we did was, when I came up with this in my head, and following my sister who had a shelter home, and we started looking for our shelter home. And what happened was, actually, Captain T was refused by a lot of shelter homes, didn't want us. Once we started.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
with
once
this.
we started searching for it. I said one of the things
And you all were being refused.
We was being rejected because we told them the title. And I told them, I said, I need you to find somebody, search and find somebody with a shelter, that's a shelter home. It don't have to necessarily be women, because it's not like that. We just want to help, man or woman.
Exactly.
So Captain T was calling a whole lot of people, but they would turn us down. They say, no, we got to talk to other people. We'll get back with you. So they was judging us because the title that we had.
And who you all are, right?
So I stepped off for a minute, and I said, well, we're going to steadfast, and I'm going to let God send the right person that will embrace us, because we're giving out our pockets. And so we just stopped searching, and then God revealed Clara's house. And that's who Captain T called, and her name is Miss Boykin, and she said, and we told her, we're studs, we are gay, we don't want anything, we just want to give back to the community.
That's a blessing.
And she said, quote unquote, I don't care who you are. She said, if y'all want to help us, and it's not,
We need
and
help,
She said,
right.
y'all, we need, she said, we need the help, and if y'all want to help us, come on down.
Okay. Okay.
And I was excited, and that's what we did. So and not only are we a part of Clara's House, we have gained a friendship with the shelter as well, as far as the people there. We just don't go because it's Thanksgiving, giving turkeys. We go every other month. We do food, we do lunch, just because, Valentine's Day, just because. We landscape all through the summer. This is what we do. And
That's
I
a
appreciate Clara's House because they really actually turned us down because of the name, and they didn't even get a chance to meet the people. They judge by the name, but we used to that.
All right, that's a good thing. Okay, Captain. So what else? What else?
Okay,
you all have?
so additional from that, we've done Toys for Tots for Holistic Variety Store at East 79th Street. And the past two Thanksgivings, we've gone over and fed the homeless and families for Thanksgiving with them. We've done Toys for Tots with Old School Production 2 years straight. And
You
we
all
did
are
the breast
busy.
cancer. Yeah.
So you say the breast cancer?
Yes, we did the breast cancer walk and raised $500 for that, and we also attended the walk. And
Okay.
we partner with Affinity Community Services, and we got a bus, 42-passenger bus. We filled it up, got up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know that's right.
Rode to Springfield so that we could be a voice for other alternative lifestyle people who could not attend for various reasons. And it was quite a proud moment. I mean, it was
Yeah,
raining.
how was that?
Oh
How
my
was
God.
that?
On the bus ride, I told Prez, I said, I got to tell you something, Prez. She was like, well, I said, I swear, I feel like Reverend Abernathy and you Martin Luther King. I say, I feel so proud of going down here being a voice for our community. And I mean, we met so many politicians, senators, state reps that were willing to vote for us. And when we did the march, it was raining, but nevertheless, we just put our hoods on and we took full advantage of the whole event. It was absolutely awesome. And that's one of the pride and joys that's on our vest. It's not just Illinois, it's the marriage equality that we became a history of.
Exactly.
Linking with the Affinity Community Service, so that was absolutely awesome.
So how do you feel as far as the legal rights for?
Oh man, I got to answer this because the reason why I want to answer this
Because it's been a long fight, right?
I got
It's
to
been
tell
a
you,
long
I
fight.
get excited by this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have been with my wife 20 years.
Wow.
20 happy years, and to go down there and actually fight and win, because I mean I always felt married anyway, but and I never thought it was fair for us to even have to fight, to be in love, to be married, to want to commit, to pay. We pay our taxes. Like everybody else, we do everything like everybody else, so why did we have to fight? But the fact that we went and fought, all I can think about is my wife and all the years we've been together. So it's just a feeling, it's just the greatest feeling. Marriage equality and it's just awesome.
So are you legal now? Are you legal yet?
Well, we already had what we call civil union. First you did domestic, and then they let us have civil, but now we have all the rights. And now we are legally married. We just got to go downtown in June for the papers.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, because,
Okay, so go ahead.
because it beats going down to Iowa and getting legally married. It saves you time, and you know it's just a lot that goes on with that travel down there. You have to have this and have that, but at the end of the day, for them to pass the law here, it's a blessing, like my brother said, for a lot of people that couldn't afford to go to Iowa. Okay, and with saying that, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
It's a
I just
beautiful
thought it
thing.
was a lot of waste of time, to be honest with you, because to me, I mean, a man and a woman. I always say to each his own. You know, I love people. I don't care who you are, what color you are, whatever. But my whole thing is, I feel whoever you with, if it's 10 years, 20 years, and if something happened to that person, they should be however, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And I'm saying this, I'm not through asking you all this question, but I'm saying this because I had a good friend that I went to high school with, and I respected this girl so much. As we got older and graduated, she ended up with her own business, and she had a girlfriend. And we didn't know anything about this, even though I went to all-girls school. But so what you should expect that to come out some way from somebody, you know.
Somewhere.
But she had this big beauty barber shop. She cut hair. She had it going on. She had a very nice-looking girl that she was married to then. But I always think about her because me and her was like this. I never, and I know some of my high school buddies watching, you all know Smurf. She had it going on. But, and I miss her, and may she rest in peace. But her, I'll never forget, I was at her shop. I just stopped by, and she say, I'm going out of town. And her and the girl drove out of town, and both of them was in a car accident and died. But they died together. But you know what really made me upset is because they had been together for a good past 5 years or so. And the family was separate. The funerals was one here, and then what the biggest thing was, they put Smurf in a dress, knowing who she was. So I mean, I have to respect the fact that you all can do what you can do today.
You know what? And actually, the story that you're telling, we have experienced it so many times.
Right.
You know,
I'm sure.
If you have got to still cover yourself, because you can't, like my family, like my mother, the best. You know, she's always treated me unconditional all life. She always told me, whatever you're gonna do, be the best at it. And she said,
my
you
mama
want a
out
man.
there, that's what she
I was never worried about the dress thing.
Okay.
You know, but realistically, other people or whatever, I'll be gone. I won't be here. See, people may be one way while you're here, but you don't know how family gonna be once you're gone. So the best thing to do is cover your partner.
That's right.
Cover each
That's
other.
what I'm talking about.
Make sure they okay yourself. Because when
That's
you're
what I'm
gone,
talking
you
about.
don't know. So
And I mean, it's the same thing. You're in a
see that.
relationship. You're in a relationship. You spend time and years and put into this person.
Cover him.
You know. So that's I gotta keep. So tell me how you feel about all of it being legal now and that's.
Well,
you know.
for a long time, I've watched a lot of friends and associates pass from AIDS, and I've watched some of their partners they was with 15, 20 years. The families wouldn't tell them the day of the funeral, or told them they had to sit all the way in the back, and that actually encouraged me to do a will and testament for myself with clear directions as to what my daughter should or should not do if I have a partner at that time. And it just has happened for so many years, you know, and not just the deaths and not being included, but I mean, it's unfortunate. You're already grieving over a loved one. And then they come in and they take over the house like you didn't even live there all those years, and then not include you in that grieving process to have that final moment with that person. And you know, other things like same-sex insurance, medical insurance. Your partner gets sick, you know, you want to be able to take care of them.
And I've seen that happen a lot as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it was just, man, I was elated. I had prayers cracking up on the bus. I was like, man, I got to tell you, it's here.
That bus ride, right?
I mean, to this day, I mean, it was
we was invited. Stuff like was invited. by Infinity for the bus ride, and WVON was talking to us
So
on the
did you all
bus.
ride and come right back, or you stayed overnight, or how did
No,
you?
we rode early in the morning, and we went down there. And again, like I said, it was pouring down, raining.
Okay.
Nobody cared. We was like, that's the trick of the devil. We gonna stay here. We can catch the flu. We're gonna fight.
I know that's
So
right.
we went all in the chambers and met a lot of good people, and they, you know, and it was just like I just felt in my spirit, we're going to win this time.
gonna win
You can't keep fighting what's right. We're gonna eventually win as long as you fight.
Yeah, it just was to me a lot of wasted
It
time.
was a lot of wasted
Yeah.
time.
So tell me, how did you feel actually when it was all it's legal now and?
It was a long time coming, you know, because we've all had our strife throughout, you know, our younger years and growing up and stuff like that. What the important part, Captain T and Prez and also Captain Chaney touched upon is having the connection, because although it be the same sex, it's still a relationship. We have the same stuff, you know, a man and a woman have in their
Exactly,
relationships,
exactly.
but there's so much stigma. And people are only comfortable with what they're comfortable with, so the laws didn't protect that. So being able to be recognized in a way has pretty much freed me. I mean, I'm a newly engaged person, so I'm engaged. You know, I was ready. I was ready to do the civil union, but ironically, shortly after I proposed, marriage was legal. So I'm looking forward to that. But also, what I really like about it being legal, it makes people accountable in their relationships, as opposed to saying, oh, well, this could be temporary and jumping in and out. Not to put any phobia on it, because that's not everybody's life. But it puts some responsibility on the people to actually make a conscious choice that it's a commitment. And you can't just jump out of it. So
Exactly. Now, I know they're waiting for me to go to commercial break, but I'm trying to get it all in. We only have an hour on Full Circle, you know.
Yeah.
So now I want to ask, because you are married. What, are you married? Okay, and
No.
No, not yet, and you're on the way.
Yeah.
So my next question before we go to commercial break, I want to talk about kids. So you spoke on your
Yes.
daughter.
Yes.
So now with kids, did you find that it's a problem? I'm asking.
Come on, I'm ready.
So tell me briefly. I mean, do you? Like we talked about family. Do you get that that from people where how can two females raise?
And I'm glad that you asked that. That's like the best question, because you know, people are so close-minded. Some people, and they used to, you know, they had to learn. It's a learning process, because and some may call it bragging, but I'm proud to say that we have a son. He's 25. And then he was 5, and it was always like, how can two women raise a man, and this and that? It's all stereotypes. He actually finished high school. He actually finished college. He in his 4th year in the Marine Corps, and he's the most respectful son you ever want to meet. And this is not just bragging. This is the honest truth. So shout out to my son, Stefan.
That's a blessing. Shout out.
That's all a myth. That's a myth. I think love, as long as a child sees love into the home, it doesn't matter what sex is in there. As long as they got, everything is at home, whether it's heterosexual or whether it's us. Love is taught in the home first, and they're gonna raise up the way that you raise them very well. Is up to you as the parent. And so, I don't care what it is. My wife was the one who do the books and the school and all that, and I'm the one who do the getting on him.
Okay, right.
So it takes. I'm the father. I'm what he called old man now that he's older.
Okay.
So I didn't play no games, and she was the one who took care of it all. So it worked out for both of us, 2 women at that.
Now let me ask you now, and I agree with you, and I'm feeling you on that. So how does this thing with a normal day in the house? Do you was it a cake? You know, was it a kissy kiss? I mean, was those type of things? Because you know, people say they say when most of the time when kids growing up and they see this, they think that this is how that they supposed to be. So how
how it goes is and whether we gay or not, I think that it's a time and place for everything, whether you gay or straight. We never ever did the first time my son saw us kiss when we got married in 2000 at Mr. G's.
Okay.
It's a time and place for everything. So we that's why you got a bedroom.
Okay.
So he never seen us. I never seen my mother in the bed with my
father.
That's
what I'm talking about. Okay.
See,
okay.
So that's that.
Look.
Yeah, but to piggyback off of that, it's like my brother's saying here, it's all about how you manage your home. We have a little baby, 5 years old, had her since she was 5 days. We adopted her, and we do group hugs. So it's none of that, oh, come here, let me, this here, you in front of that baby, because we don't want that baby to think, oh, it's okay to walk up to a girl and kiss a girl, and, and man, and it's just
all
a
about
thing.
the love in the home.
Love is love. I don't care
directing
how
them.
love is love.
And I feel you. And on that note, we're going to go to commercial break. We have Stud for Life on Full Circle tonight. Believe it. And it's going to get hotter. Right back.
International Detective and Protective Services, 1-773-675-8506. Over 20 years of armed security experience. The very best in shopping mall security, inventory watch, find missing loved ones, investigative open legal cases, community policing. Are you taking a vacation this summer? For peace of mind, you need our House Watch service, cheetah surveillance, and much more. International Detective and